We did it.
KO!
No! 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 No!
First up, power. Most versions of Godzilla can shrug off black holes and extinction-level events, tag beyond light-speed foes like Gigan, blow up planets. However, the Hulk is beyond that.
The big guy clapped a universe to bits and shook the engines linked to the crossroads. In a straight fight with a classic Godzilla, 616 Hulk smashes the power advantage.
The Hulk is beyond that.
The big guy clapped a universe to bits and engines linked to the crossroads.
But factoring in Ultima changes things. The entity sees all of space-time and can manipulate its results at a whim. No matter how strong the Hulk got, Ultima could potentially negate it.
But Hulk broke chains made of the first firmament, which could overwhelm eternity.
An abstract concept of a being not entirely unlike Ultima's entity.
Even a small piece of the first firmament could break the multiverse. Plus, Hulk kept up with Odin Force Thor, who is also on a celestial level of power.
So the gap in power becomes nebulous. Still, unless Hulk could remove Ultima from the equation, neither held a clear advantage in power and stat.
The Megaverse is everyone's favorite RPG, Dungeons & Dragons. Now, because the Megaverse does connect to all of its franchises, this means that higher up level beings would compare to things from Dungeons & Dragons, an incredibly powerful series in its own right, and there are many in-depth blogs discussing the power of the verse even from a conservative interpretation. I'll be linking a number of those in the description below because frankly it's too long to go into depth on in this video. Some smaller channels have also done the same, so I'll give them their props. In the world of Dungeons and Dragons, every single RPG is its own universe, canon to the series' greater multiverse. So if you yourself create a campaign with the Living Tribunal, SCP-682, Goku, Superman, whatever, that automatically becomes a single universe within D&D. So you can probably see where this gets pretty absurd. Above even the multiverse, though, are higher realms where gods reside. Gods and demons have been consistently estimated to be in the outer versal levels of strength. But why would Godzilla compare to such things? Well, there's actually versions of Godzilla in D&D already, and some of these are regarded as god slayers. So D&D's Godzillas would in fact be outer versal. But how does this scale back to Godzilla in Hell? Well, since they are in fact connected, and we know that the Godzilla series can branch off into different things, we can firmly say that GIH, being one of the last properties, and verbatim, the most powerful, should scale above at least D&D's Godzillas. Now,
let's examine the layers of their multiverses. Marvel's cosmos has infinite higher dimensions, which themselves are transcended by the astral plane, the superflow, and so on until you reach the House of Ideas, the domain of the one above all.
Since the one below all mirrors the one above all, the below place mirrors the House of Ideas. Get it?
In comparison, the cosmos of Godzilla's multiverse is just as vast and infinite, but does not have the same sort of transcending layers above and below. This means the below place, the Hulk's respawn point and source of power, is out of the entity's reach.
Question is, if they both can't die and Ultima's entity can't affect the below place, could Hulk somehow stop the entity before it destroyed the universe?
It all comes down to Gamma and Archetype. Ultima was defeated in the anime by using a trans-temporal superdimension calculator operating at infinite speeds to activate the orthogonal diagonalizer, turning Archetype against itself.
Ultima endlessly spews this stuff, so there's plenty to work with. And Hulk can reach into comic book gutter space, so he should be able to reach through a singular point. But that's not enough.
Fortunately for Hulk, it just so happens he knows someone who, like scientists who have defeated Godzilla in the past, is an expert on particles from a greater dimension that mutate reality beyond our understanding.
Who made a device with those particles that breaks space-time, like the diagonalizer? Who made a supercomputer that scanned the infinite multiverse with the speed of a hypermind, like the dimension calculator? Hell, the guy made an interstellar radio out of sticks and stones in a matter of days, and even built an ultimate nullifier.
The Green Door waits for no Hulk, including Banner. Even if Ultima's catastrophe destroyed the universe, the Door could deposit Banner in a different universe and he could continue the fight.
He had all the time in the infinite multiverse.
There was only one way this could end. and only one person who could make it so.
Even among gods and monsters, man was the ultimate weapon.
The winner is Bruce Banner.